Millions of Chinese tourists dream to come here and posing for pictures against a natural backdrop like this. Understandable, right? Taking the view from the top of the mountains here, it doesn't take too much imagination to feel like standing in front of a scroll of ancient Chinese landscape painting. In Chinese, nature literally means balanced composition of mountain and water, 山水. Zhangjiajie seems to be a picturesque definition of it. Although better known for its unusually shaped mountains and peaks, it's also usually closely associated with untouched forests, clear springs and waterfalls, rare animal and plant species nurtured in the mild subtropical climate. In early 80s, a group of intrepid photographers discovered this place in their trip searching for a new natural wonder. But not until early 90s, when China's famous painter Wu Guanzhong published a poem, Marveled Zhangjiajie, that let the secret out.
Darwin has once said that none exceeds the sublimity of primeval forests, untouched by the hand of man. I disagree. It's always human make a difference, and in Zhangjiajie, we find lots of surprise.
Although Zhangjiajie is best known for its natural wonders, besides posing in front of its magnificent mountains, there are many other things here can get you attached to it. Zhangjiajie is home to more than 20 ethnic groups, including Tujia, Bai, and Miao. The unique and dynamic culture and custom of the local ethnic groups brings out the best of the nature. And there's something a traveler cannot afford to miss. A 2-hour ride from Zhangjiajie city took me to Baofeng Lake, also known as a lake lying on the top of the mountain. The welcoming note is played by this 200-meter tall waterfall that dashing through a fissure from the sheer mountain above. In Chinese culture, nature is believed can be an identifier for someone's character. As the saying goes, people of kindness favor mountains, people of intelligence fancy waters. So it's a perfect place for me, who refuse to be mistaken as lack of either of those treasurable human qualities. After hiking in the mountains for so long, it's time finally for me to enjoy the water. My first impression of Baofeng Lake was this quiet, a tranquil stillness gestated in the mountain air. Our boat paddle was the only disturbance in the glassy water, until
maybe you are wimpy enough to look for your love in internet, whatever. Come to Tujia Minority Place and face to face, they can sing to you. By tradition, it's time for me to sing back right now, okay? It's good echoing. What shall I sing? Du gamla, du fria, du fjärga ljud, du tysta, du glädje.
浪在高山，我大一望有为，天在哟，坡下哟，亲了妹妹哟咿哟，西山。
One of the most important Tujia living philosophy is to live, to sing, and to love. Songs like this in antiphonal form used to be the icebreaker for Tujia young singles. When someone special caught your eyes, you are encouraged to just voice your feeling out loud with a love song. It's almost like a musical dialogue in a ping-pong style. If the two's musical talents are matchable and adorations mutual, eventually the game competitors can turn into life companions. Most Tujia young people still love singing by nature, and many of them develop their passion into a whole career. Tourists are greeted with love songs, and many are prompt to return the hospitality with equal passion.
Where are you from?
From Germany.
Where in Germany?
Black Forest,
Black
southern Germany,
Oh, so it's like
near the French border.
so areas full of mountains and beautiful nature as well.
Yes, it's very impressive for me, and I like it.
But so what's it special? What struck you most about Zhangjiajie then? I mean, it's also a forest and lakes and beautiful nature. Is there anything different?
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
So far, is it impressive that you definitely didn't regret coming over here then?
No, I didn't. Of course, no.
Famous Tujia folk songs and folk music can be found and downloaded from Zhangjiajie Municipal Government's official website. Asking your tourist guide to teach you one or two folk songs, they will work wonder for you as icebreaker with new local friends.
Calling themselves Baska, Tujia ethnic natives account for more than 70% of Zhangjiajie population. With their own language but no written script, some part of their history remains enigma. There are many different theories about Tujia people's origin, and the most reliable one is they were descendants of Ba people. People from mysteriously declined kingdom existed more than 2,000 years ago. Some traces of primitive scenes of Ba culture still can be found in some of the Tujia customs. Ba people was known as brave and great warriors who worshipped tiger as god of fighting and killing, that also oversees weapons and wars of humankind. Tiger is also engraved on Tujia people's totem pole and seen as holy animal that guards villages and homes. Today's sacrifice ceremony here is more symbolic than magical. Shamans' imitation of jumping, fishtailing, and face-washing action of the tiger is more of a performance to dissipate the remote past. If the theory of Tujia people being the descendants of Ba people is true, there's no surprise so many Tujia people are martial art fans. Living as farmers in peace and fight as soldiers in war, Tujia men are expected to be able to use at least one kind of weapons. And today, in the time of peace, some find some more entertaining way of using them. Farming and handicraft still play an important role in Tujia way of living. This oil mill may not be the most efficient one to use today, but it feels much more rewarding to bring a bottle of Tujia local oil that you have worked on it, right? Well, to some degree. With no written script to preserve their culture, Tujia history is mainly preserved of folklore, folk songs, and artworks. Xiuhua Shanguan Museum is a family museum located in a courtyard house, where a wide range of Tujia historic artifacts, treasurable handicraft masterpieces are in display. Known as stripped cloth, called Xilan Lapu in Tujia native language, Tujia brocade became nationally famous in Song Dynasty 1,000 years ago. The interweaving technique is so unique and demanding that the skill for knitting it became a symbol of a girl's virtue according to Tujia tradition, and used as a dowry by the time of marriage.
So this is the wedding bed of Tujia people. It's also called dripping water bed. It's where the honeymoon officially started, but before that, the bitter tears has to be shed. It's called the crying ceremony. So every filial girl, before they get married and leaving their parents, they have to cry really hard, days and nights, sometimes even for 14 days. But I can't stand even live with my parents more than a week.
But I don't feel too much bad about it. Marriage wail song was more of a performance today, to show and let others to hear your sorrow. Strangely enough, both happiness and sorrow are so contagious, even the fake ones. I've learned so much about Tujia history. I started craving for some taste of local modern art and culture. Junshen Gallery has almost become a Zhangjiajie institution. Not only tourists come here looking for souvenir paintings that captivate in Zhangjiajie's stunning scenery.
Wow, 3-dimensional painting. That's new.
Manning artists from home and abroad also come here to learn about the so-called sand and stone painting. Taking advantage of sandstone, local material that's abundant on Zhangjiajie mountains, borrowed oil painting and Chinese traditional painting technique, Mr. Junshen created this unique visual language of his own as a result of his 20 years-long pursuit in a personal and artistic journey. Born in a peasant family as the youngest of 8 children, bitter and sweet memory of ailing childhood has always been an important part of his inspiration. Of course, the landscape of Zhangjiajie that evokes the warmest feeling inside this local born is the most important resource to his creation.
Wow, 谢谢. This is for me. Look at it. Beautiful, isn't it? How do you call it? Impressionist, expressionist? It's just one of a kind. Nature is inspiration, but human too.
Mr. Junshen has also become a successful entrepreneur during the last decade. Besides working as artist and curator of the gallery, he has also designed a whole touristic program that makes this gallery an open studio to tourists. Curious visitors can always witness the whole production process after their souvenir shopping.
Just like the rugged lifestyle here, the country living, and the art piece they created. It's the most endurable artwork I have ever seen. See?
Maoyan River used to be the main water transportation route connecting Zhangjiajie to outside of the world. It takes a 2-hour boat ride from the upstream dock to Zhangjiajie city, and most of the tourists spend one day here seeking out an exciting rafting tour. The upstream of Maoyan River is actually a glacier-fed lake surrounded by sheer mountains. The tranquil water easily sets you in a contemplative mood and allows you to take in the scenery at your own pace. The real rafting ride starts when the water suddenly takes an abrupt downturn and narrows down to a torrent halfway through. From here, the river starts over the action and you are not the observer of the water anymore. Wish or not, you have to be a player now. Steered by one experienced director, the banana-shaped raft is much more reliable than it looks like. After a few minutes adjustment, we felt confident enough to seek out the bathwater, play in the foam, and even surfing on the standing waves. The real danger of getting soaking wet might only come from your fellow tourists. Decked out in not-so-waterproof plastic ponchos and life vests, even first-timers find themselves brave enough to defy passing by rafters. The real excitement of traveling is you never ever know what might happen in any next minute.
Oh my god! 这什么蛇呀？五步蛇。I have never been this close to this dangerous animal. It's called 5-step snake. People here says if they bit you, you can only have 5 steps left. But people also would expect them to cook and consider it as delicacy. I'm not. I refuse to be even 1 step closer.
Although the waterfall cannot possibly pose any danger like a 5-step snake, it still took us a long while before heading into it. It's that you can't say you have been rafting on Maoyan River until you have showered in this waterfall. So what else can you do but park and play?
I'm soaking wet and really hungry too. And even this looks might a little bit scary, but to me right now it's yummy. 这是从河里来的，你看这个好像。Good, doesn't it?
You can decide the length of the rafting tour yourself. Most of tourists find a half day is minimum for a rafting trip on Maoyan River. It costs around $25 per rafting seat. Families can enjoy a slight discount.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. According to Tujia minority group's tradition, every guest is welcomed by a big banquet with 10 big bowls of dishes. No matter they are rich or poor, they always prepare 10 big bowls of dishes. When they cannot afford too many dishes with meat and vegetable, they will probably just prepare one dish carried by 10 big bowls. That's just to show their hospitality, and you are welcome.
Legends gave credit to an eccentric man called Gui Guzi lived in Zhangjiajie in ancient time for creating this mysterious practicing method. While meditative Qigong, the normal Qigong, is popular worldwide and respected today, Hot Qigong, 土家硬 Qigong, remains a myth. To cease to believe? Well, I don't know if it can apply to something like this too. Although it's definitely not pure magic either. These masters have studied more than decades until they start taking scenes on stage. Maybe it's a matter of time when 土家 hard Qigong gains the equal status as the so-called normal Qigong. Perhaps, who knows? One thing's for sure though, it's not something I'd like to try at home or anywhere. But I can consider to learn more about some other traditions.
I have no idea what shall I do, but we'll see what happens.
觉得我们土家族的小伙子长得帅吗？特别帅，特别帅。那你喜不喜欢？很喜欢，很喜欢。那么下面呀，我们就给你们一个好机会，好不好？找我们的土家小伙子来对对情歌，对上了就可以把我们土家小伙子带回家去了，好不好？
咱们这位小姐今天晚上是下定决心。
你敢吗？敢不敢？
这么简单啊？
啊，就这么简单，敢不敢？
没问题。
啊，没问题，非常的大方。好的。
四位小姐首先。
I don't know how to sing though.
挑阿哥，来，四位小姐挑阿哥。
挑阿哥好不好？
今天咱们阿哥。
请问这几位就选第几位？
其实三位小姐一块。
That should be the market ratio, you know, 1 to 10. Okay.
哦，您看看咱们今天的这些阿哥啊，打扮的都非常的漂亮，打扮的非常谦让。
第几位？第一位是。
If the love is a game, that's the easiest way to play. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
第几位？
这位。
这位说是告诉您，他是我们山寨里面的多情种，是最多情的一个，你非常有眼光，多情。
看你歌来看你歌手，什么弯弯手相隔。
什么弯弯绕山？什么弯弯绕山坡？哎，绕山坡。啊！
他说山路弯弯绕山坡。
愿意把我们的阿哥带回家去吗？
只要他愿意就行。
好，没事儿，这事儿包在我的身上，待会儿下班了联系好不好？
没问题。
三口哨，夫妻对白。
Didn't get to show off my brocade handicraft, didn't cry a river by dripping water bed. When it happens fast.
先头改。
Surprise! You never know what happens and who you happen to meet. And this is a surprise. Looks like I'm gonna be staying here longer than expected. And This is Yeli, Travelogue. I hope to